The Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning to you on this Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great day, a great week so far. We're going to do some news.
Here we go.
Yeah. We start out with, it's a really tragic and heartbreaking story out of Marionville. 4-year-old little girl drowned in a family swimming pool. First responders responded to the emergency call and tried desperately to revive the little girl, but couldn't. It appears at this point to be a tragic accident. The police department is asking all of us in our area to pray for the family of this little girl who is dealing now with the unimaginable. And for any parent, any person, to just think about the loss, it's overwhelming. Really. So pray for that family. A woman from Hickory County is facing criminal charges after 10 puppies did not survive being left in her hot car. 30-year-old woman was inside a bar in Springfield while the puppies were left in her car without access to water. There were 13 dogs in the car. Only 3 of them survived when police broke into the car to rescue them. The woman is charged with 13 counts of animal abuse.
A 43-year-old man from Columbia, Missouri, was found guilty of possessing fentanyl and planning to sell it in Springfield. Police were tipped off that the drug runner was headed to town, and they stopped him on a moving violation. During that, a police dog smelled drugs in the car, and sure enough, they found 300 grams of fentanyl. He will be sentenced to a mandatory 10 years in prison.
I was looking up how lethal fentanyl is. And 2 milligrams can be fatal to a human. So I don't know how many milligrams are involved in, how much did you say?
300.
300 grams, but a lot.
Yeah.
That stuff is so powerful.
Yeah, man. Yep. That is awful, but glad that they got him in the car before he made it all the way to town.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of driving, heads up on the roads today. Work is taking place at the intersection right now of Sunshine and National. That means for the next month or so, the traffic flow is going to be affected in that area. Right turns will be restricted. Road crews are making some changes to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Okay. There is, I don't know if you heard about this, but the health department is warning about it. A nasty virus that's going around, very contagious. Its biggest problem, you guessed it, diarrhea. It's called shigellosis, and can spread.
Yikes.
Can spread through contaminated food and water or direct contact with an infected person. So it doesn't sound like something that you're going to want to get.
A little surprising to me because I feel like America has a lot of checks and balances, I guess, for food. I ate street food in Egypt and I was scared because it's not regulated. But I feel like here to get contaminated food seems pretty rare. So it's interesting that it apparently is happening to the degree that the health department is putting out a warning about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it gets on food. I don't know, but all I know is I don't want it. So
yeah,
I'm going to try to wash my hands as best as I can and hope for the best. Sounds like a miserable few days.
Yeah.
Laclede County and the city of Lebanon are working on an agreement to consolidate their dispatch centers. Right now, all 911 calls go to Laclede County. Any calls from Lebanon city limits are then transferred to the Lebanon Police Department. This consolidation will put all dispatchers in the same building, which is a new 911 center, which is currently under construction.
Very good. The Branson Police Department is getting more space as well, planning to renovate and then move into the former White House Theater. The city bought that building 2.5 years ago for $2.5 million. The Board of Aldermen approved $16 million for the project. Should be completed by the end of the year. It's exciting for them.
And the Price Cutter Charity Championship starts tomorrow at Highland Springs Country Club in Springfield. 34th year for the annual event, and it's such a great event for our area because listen to this. Over the years, it has raised and donated more than $20 million for children's charities in the area. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's such good work. I get to be part of it now in the kind of the planning process now with Convoy of Hope because we sponsor and we're also a recipient of the Price Cutter Charity Championship, and they really are looked at all around the Corn Ferry Tour and above that the PGA Tour for being Springfield's being really well done. The people in charge come and look at it. They give advice to other towns on how to do it right. So the volunteers that show up from our area are really incredible year in and year out. And it's hard work. And, it's always one of the hottest weeks a year out there.
Yeah.
So those volunteers.
I was going to be speaking to the volunteers. I got the invitation and I'm so bummed that I couldn't do it because I'm going to be speaking this weekend in Indianapolis. But I was like, darn it, if there were any event that I would love to go talk to the volunteers, it would be that one. But
yeah, they're great folks.
So.
They're great.
Yeah,
folks.
they are. I know. I've been out there enough covering it for news that I would have loved to have been able to say yes. So.
Yeah.
Okay, this is cool. Teachers, this is for you. Tomorrow, Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Ozarks is holding a book giveaway. Teachers are invited to show up at the Big Brothers Big Sisters office from 8 to 5 and sort through books and take what you need for your classroom for free. They received a big donation of books from the Think Big Foundation, and they are gifting them to the teachers in our area.
That's cool.
Okay. Also tomorrow, it is the midweek matinee at the Galois. The show starts at 2:00, and they are showing tomorrow the 1971 film Fiddler on the Roof, the Oscar-winning adaptation of the Broadway musical about life among the Jewish community of a pre-revolutionary Russian village.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And if you want to get there a little early, do that. You can participate in the Ozarks Elder Law Trivia. That starts at 1:45 there on the big screen. So it's a good time. And don't forget that Greene County and Christian County senior citizens 60 plus get a free combo ticket, but you do need a proof of ID because you don't look 60. That's why.
We talked to the guy who runs the Gilloys, and he explained to us the importance of doing this, why they do it, why they bring in people, and why they have the trivia ahead of time, because they want to work on the mental acuity of elderly folks or aging folks, not necessarily elderly, but anybody who's aging and wants to keep their mind in tip-top shape. Trivia is a great way to do that. So that's what this whole event is planned really about. In addition to just being entertainment, it's also it gives folks something to do and something that's positive for them. So it's good.
Yeah. Honestly, he sold us on it. It's Jeff. We were like, wow. I mean, it was truly incredible. And Ethan's mom had Alzheimer's, so he had an immediate soft spot. It is why Ethan is looking forward to retirement so that he too can go to the midweek matinee, which is actually a true story.
I am looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be one of the highlights of my week.
I'm going to be very good in retirement. When people are like, I don't know what to do, I'm like, I know what to do. I know what to do. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go get some popcorn and have a soda.
We're going to eat popcorn. We're going to go on a bike ride of the Katy Trail. There's all sorts of things that are on my list. So
okay.
I'll keep you active and, forging
in tip-top shape.
In tip-top shape, sir.
Just like currently?
Shape.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's perfect. All right. That's
all right.
That's
it.
Probably, right?
Yes,
yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
All right. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Good night, Gracie.
Bye.
Hey there, it is Ryan Seacrest with you. Do you want to make this summer unforgettable? Join me at Chumba Casino. It's this summer's hottest online destination. They are rolling out the red carpet with an amazing welcome offer just for you. So don't wait. Dive in now and play hundreds of social casino games for free. Your chance to redeem real prizes is just a spin away. Care to join me?
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday, July 17th, and we are waking up to temperatures right around 70 degrees. And there's a cold front hanging out pretty much overhead near the Highway 60 corridor. It's going to continue to make some progress to the south today. Therefore, the best chance for rain and storms this morning and this afternoon do exist south of Highway 60 in southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. It's not to say you won't see anything north of that, but the front is through for our northern counties, and behind it sits some drier air. We are going to start working that drier air into the Ozarks from north to south today. I think the front is officially through the Springfield area in just a couple of hours by about 7 a.m. Then we should have really nice conditions for the rest of the afternoon with temperatures that are likely only going to warm up into the middle 80s. A significant cool down is on deck for us today, and we are in fact talking cooler than average temperatures for the next stretch of days. I mentioned that we have those opportunities for showers and thunderstorms in our southern counties today, most of which will occur south of Springfield, and really a lot of that in northern Arkansas by this afternoon. Our northern counties, it's going to be dry. It'll be a nice day to enjoy with temperatures topping out in the lower 80s for far northern counties, places where the cold front made it first. We're going to see a significant pattern change here with a north breeze allowing for lower dew point temperatures and cooler temperatures starting today and lasting all the way through the weekend. We also have a dry stretch of weather ahead, so there's still a flood watch out for areas east of Highway 65. That expires at 7 a.m. this morning due to some heavy rain that's expected in the forecast. But we are going to have a stretch of nice dry days in the forecast, and that will allow for the soil to really soak up some of the moisture that occurred in the last 24 hours. Highest totals in our far eastern counties, all the way around the Highway 63 and east corridor there. They're talking maybe 2, perhaps even 2.5 inches of rain with what we are looking for to accumulate later today and into the evening hours tonight. Much lower amounts up to the north. In fact, north of Highway 60, only about an inch of rain for the cold front that moved through early this morning. For the Warsaw area, about an inch up in Nevada as well. Joplin seeing similar numbers, 1/2 inch to an inch closer to the Springfield region, and then hires much total from a line of Harrison back down through portions of Eminence and parts of Shannon and Dent counties. We will see a drier pattern, as I mentioned. That really takes over today. As soon as you're well behind the cold front, your sky is going to dry up, and we will be dealing with much cooler temperatures. Not much in the way of heat index value today either, which is a nice change of pace after 2 days of a heat advisory in the Ozarks. Today, no heat advisory for us. Then we get to hold on to the below average temperatures all the way through Sunday. I also think we're going to hold on to this dry pattern in the forecast through Sunday as well. High temperature today, I think in Springfield, we're at about 84 degrees. Numbers may be cooler south of here for the Branson area, back down into northern Arkansas. That's where temperatures may be limited to the upper 70s and low 80s because of that rain-cooled air. We could be in the upper 70s, low 80s for highs area-wide on Thursday and Friday. They will be fantastic days in the forecast, with plenty of sunshine to enjoy too. The weekend's looking fabulous. I would go ahead and make your outdoor plans. These numbers are a treat for late July. What month is it? July. These numbers, you don't see them often in the month of July. So upper 70s, low 80s look great. We're going to hold on to that as we head through the end of the work week forecast all the way into the weekend. Lots of things making headlines around the country, though. There's a slight risk of severe storms today from the mid-Atlantic to New England. We also have excessive rainfall that's expected today for the lower Mississippi Valley. That's where portions of central Arkansas back into the central Appalachians. Also, did you see this story from the derecho that moved through the Chicago area just 2 nights ago? Well, there's some footage coming out now online. Just Google it and it'll all come up for you. But passengers at O'Hare Airport were stuck on the tarmac. Their plane was delayed. You know, it wasn't going to fly in the severe storm, but they were actually stuck on the tarmac as this derecho moved through Chicago. Thankfully, no injuries reported from that, but scary scenes being posted all over social media. The news networks have been picking that story up because, of course, we tell people to find a safe place to shelter. They were stuck grounded on the plane, on the tarmac. Tornado warnings were in place outside of O'Hare. And in fact, a tornado was confirmed near the O'Hare airport. So kind of a crazy story. We're thankful that all of those folks are okay with the severe weather events from a couple nights ago. And thankfully, everyone made it out okay. But some big travel fears there and a lot of probably traumatized folks that were on those planes that had to sit on the ground in Chicago. All right, here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. I like this question quite a bit. What determines the sex of sea turtles when they hatch? The options that I gave you were A, the season when they were conceived, B, the temperatures of the sand they are buried in, C, the water pressure when they are conceived, or D, the amount of male and female turtles already in the group. If you guessed B, you would be correct. It's the temperature of the sand that the eggs are buried in. Isn't that incredible? It is called temperature dependent sex determination, TSD. Sea turtles are born male or female based on the temperature of the sand where their eggs incubate. I find this incredible. It is different than most other species, including us humans, where sex is determined by genetics. But research shows that if a turtle's eggs incubate below about 81.86 degrees Fahrenheit, the turtle hatchlings will be male. And if they incubate above 31 degrees Celsius, or that's 88.8 degrees Fahrenheit, the warmer temperature, the hatchlings will be female. So when you see those darling videos of all the turtles racing to the ocean, they are almost always a batch of the same sex of hatchlings. And it's because the temperature of the sand where those eggs incubated. I find that absolutely fascinating. It's called temperature dependent sex determination. So congrats if you knew that. And B was your guess, or if it was just a good guess, you are now entered to win a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. All right, here's the question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. Which famous performer was described as slightly bald and not able to act or sing, but could dance a little? Who do you think that was? Do you think it was A, Fred Astaire, B, John Travolta, C, Matthew McConaughey, or D, Marlon Brando? You can head on over to the website to take your guess and enter for the next chance to win $20 to Scooters. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much to Rescue Towing and Scooter's Coffee for sponsoring Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. And thank you for listening. Make sure you tell your friends and give us a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. Have a great day. Enjoy the cooler temperatures. And I will chat with you again tomorrow morning.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun, Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.